The Chinese government officially announced the plan to build up a nationally coordinated social credit system in 2014. In 2015, Alibaba's subsidiary Ant Financial launched Sesame Credit, a private credit system. All your shopping habits, your bank statement, and if you pay your bill on time will affect your Sesame Credit. For example, my Sesame Credit is 745, that's why I can rent the bike without deposit. Bikes are cheap, but what about a car? See? There is a sharing car. Generally, as far as I know, a deposit money for a sharing car is around 1,000 yuan. If you look at my bag, I can't afford a car, definitely. I can have 5 handbags like this with 1,000 yuan. Let's see what I can do with this sharing car. Yes, it says 700 Sesame Credit works. I can go with this car without leaving deposit. Otherwise, I should pay 700 yuan. I think the credit system actually helps me to get access to more social services. For those who are like me, we don't own houses, cars, or credit cards. This kind of information are not available for us to measure our financial situation. So thanks to the credit system, it offers an alternative means for us. And you can also use Sesame Credit in many other occasions. Without leaving deposit, you can also borrow portable phone chargers, toys, umbrellas, clothes, watches, and phones. Also, your Sesame Credit report is accepted as a part of your financial statement when you are applying for a traveling visa in certain countries. During your trip, you can even book an B&B hostel without paying deposit as long as your Sesame Credit is over 550. So apart from private actors such as Ant Financial Sesame Credit I mentioned before, the government is also building up a nationally coordinated system. Here I am at the Credit Reference Center of the People's Bank of China. So here I will print out my personal credit report. So this is it. This is a self-help machine. Every citizen in China, as long as you have your personal ID card with you, you can print out your personal credit report. It's coming up. There it is. So the report has 2 pages, and there we are. This is my personal credit report. It's my first time to see it. I really need someone to explain every details for me. 一个是信贷信息，
就是在这儿。 这不是信用概要吗？这是您的基本信息。
对。
啊，这是信用信息。对，相关的信息呢，这个即使报到征信系统呢，也是这个商业银行取得授权进行报送的，或者依据政策共享是征信系统的，所有的信息都是这个公开的，或者是依据相关政策这个展示的啊。
Trustworthy people should be given enough rewards, but for those who break trust, should also pay for it. It brings me to another part of the government social credit system. Here I am at the Supreme People's Court in Beijing. Till February 2019, over 30 million people are named in a list of dishonest persons subject to enforcement by this court. They cannot go traveling by planes, they cannot go traveling by high-speed trains, they cannot go to luxury restaurants, and they can't get a golf courses. They are unable to get an insurance, and they can't even rent a house. If trust is broken in one place, restrictions are imposed everywhere. The social credit system only expands that idea to all aspects of life. This is a very trustworthy mechanism. Both data and rating are used responsibly and with citizens' permission. I do believe that it will help us to have a better life.
Everywhere she goes, Ouyang Haoyu is followed. What she buys, how she behaves, is tracked and scored to show how responsible and trustworthy she is. It's called the social credit system, and in one version now being tested, a person's reputation is scored on a scale of 350 to 950. And Haoyu, with a good score of 752, is okay with it. In fact, most people are.
It's a mechanism like pushes you to become a better citizen.
It's big data meets Big Brother, expanding how the government monitors, understands, and ultimately controls its 1.4 billion citizens. Thanks to advances in artificial intelligence and facial recognition, and a web of more than 200 million surveillance cameras.
Are people bothered by privacy concerns?
We think the lot of camera keep the safety is really good. We can accept it.
Companies are experimenting with the algorithms to help the government create the new national social credit system. The government also has pilot projects. In one, citizens are required to do hours of unpaid work to get benefits. And scores are docked for things like littering, a messy yard, gossip, even jaywalking. Video of offenders is shown on the local news. And information collectors like Zhou Aini are paid to report on their neighbors. Her quota, 10 entries a month. Like the man who carried a drunk person home. A good deed, she says. Good social credit gets rewarded with perks like cheap loans and travel deals. But a bad score means public shame and worse. Huang Huijun lost a court case and didn't pay. Now he's on a government blacklist. I can't buy airplane or train tickets, he says, and the list goes on. Being discredited makes it hard to get a job or put kids in top schools. The social credit system will go nationwide next year, and few here are willing to criticize it, something that may pose a risk itself for a bad score and the life that comes with it. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Beijing.